Welcome back to Giants Tottery. I'm here in my hometown today, and we're just taking a stroll with my beautiful woman. And I thought, well, I wanted to catch some of the old architecture that we have here in my town from the mud flood and such, because I live in a historical area. It's been known for a lot of things. So, and the Masons are one of them. I'm coming upon a Mason building right now up here. It's one of our old buildings. It's been used for multiple things. Right now it's an apartment complex, but before it was a haunted house every Halloween for years whenever I was growing up as a kid. And before that, it was a Mason building. There's a lot of old churches around here as well. There's an old church that they tore down because they couldn't fix the architect in it because it was so old that they couldn't figure it out. You know, the architect was too good for it, for them to figure it out. This is the old Mason building right here. What do they call this in town? The Elks building. They call this the Elks building, and it is an old mud flood building. It is huge. And it's got the symbolisms on it as well. Look at this window. Look at these symbols. Right here. So, look at the beautiful flowers, guys. Yeah, the town I live in is full of ancient, architect. Look at this beautiful building, though. It's gorgeous, guys. Up at the top it says BPOF. And you see that it's got they put a elk up there, I guess, to be funny. But yeah, it's just recently up there. Here's our library in our town. I'm gonna take you guys there too as well. This is an ancient building. I remember whenever I was a kid, we'd come here on field trips. They would take us upstairs and they would be like, now, the reason why we don't let anybody up here, and they had old ancient books. I wish I could have got my hands on some of those. Took a look inside. But they kept us out from the upstairs where all the ancient books and stuff were kept. But now the library has moved. It is not a library no more. It just sits empty. It's a beautiful building. Like I said, there's a lot of old architect here in this town. A lot of history. A lot of lost history, a lot of false history, a lot of stuff that's not being directly told to us 100%. I think everything that's told to us is a crock of shit sometimes. Sorry about my language, but I'm just telling it as it is. And I think this is like a Tortarian building. Well, you can see it's got a nice little drop right there, guys. For the mud flood. See the door down? They say 1904. I say, yeah, right. They say a lot older than that. By far. I mean, you can tell. It's a lot older than that.
People are
Look, look at it. This is what, this is how people treat, these beautiful old buildings, They just, they tear them up, disrespect them, don't take care of them, don't respect the past or the history that, we brought to this world, and that maybe we could, see the things from the past if we, really took a good look at it, but people don't. Instead, they tear it up. Look, well, that window would have been a bigger window right there where they bricked it up. And like in front of all totalitarian old buildings, stuff that was built way before time, as you can see, there's a camera. There's cameras everywhere. You can't go without being watched these days. Everybody's got an eye on you. Yeah, they're trying to hide a lot of these buildings. You see the top of it here, guys. Here, let me see if I can get a zoom in on it. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. I mean, but it's older than what they give credit for. It's not 1904 by far. It's a heck of a lot older than that. And they're having problems with it that they can't fix because, well, they didn't create this masterpiece here, and they can't quite figure out how it got here and how it. Just look at how everything is. It's beautiful. And then you got it's kind of strange. They got 1904 right here on the library, okay? And then they got this cannon. Okay, it kind of contradicts itself for the 1904 on the library because it has a cannon here. Look at this cannon. It's a heck of a cannon too, man. Think about the balls that come through that thing, man. Erected September 15th, 1908. S.B. Phillips, Post 379, Department of Illinois, GAR. Alright. Let's get it all, guys. Let's get all this history. Let's figure it out. Let's look at it. Okay. 1865. 30 PDR 4.2. 1861, 1865. Wonder what's underneath there. And then in front of this this library here, they got these two mounds right up front. Said to believe it. There were giants buried up underneath them. They just say that they're lying. Right here. Right, that's a beautiful shot. Got a little water fountain they put in here. This says the beautification of this park was made possible by the establishment of a trust fund for the benefit of the public park of the city of Litchfield under the will of Estelle Beach Davis, 1876 to 1858, in memory of her parents, Henry and Elizabeth Beach. I gotta look up them names. Alright guys, moving on. Got 15 minutes to make a video, so I'm trying to get all these buildings wrapped up in one. Alright. Alright, I'm back with you. Guys, look at the windows. I'm from a big... Oh, yeah. I mean, you can see how the windows are covered. And Some of this is new art. This is 1886. Right there. A lot of old architect here. This is the First National Bank, they say. But look at the architect. I guarantee there's a tunnel that goes from there to there. When I was a kid, there was vents right there in front of it, like the grates. You walk on top of, and you could look down, and you could see way down there, man. They had windows and everything. They covered that up now since then. Since I was a kid, they've changed a lot of this. The whole town has changed since I was a kid. I mean, just look at this right here. Something used to be there as well. They changed a lot of things here. Alright, and like most post offices across the USA and everywhere, where you see the hole right there. You see the grate where it goes down. Mud flood building. Like most post offices in the United States and such, you know. Their old architect, because the government, you know, sweeps them up. There's our library right there. Beautiful shot. Beautiful. Yeah, this is our post office here, guys, in my hometown, where I'm from. Another mud flood building, I do believe, right there across the street. It's just old, but this right here, guys, it's an old structure. I do believe taken from the government, you know, because I bet you there's tunnels that go to all this stuff right here. Look at and you go inside this. I mean, why would they put stairs? Why would they put stairs in front of the window? Well, it makes no point to put the window there, does it? Yeah, and like I said, you know, it goes down pretty far. You know, it's a mud flood building. Look at the windows up there that's been bricked in as well. You know, I mean, there's the Elks building back there in the background. And they got this magnificent building right next door to this. And you can see the window back here, guys, on this building. You know, you see the mud flood in it, guys. That window goes, well, they didn't dig the building out enough, I guess. It's got beautiful architect. This building is old as well. The architect on this is amazing. I just love this house. I remember walking past it when I was a kid. They used to have a Dalmatian here. And you can see the windows, mud flood windows, guys. Beautiful architect up there. It's amazing. I'm gonna go get a back view of it so you guys can see. I actually lived in this house with my family growing up. This is a pretty huge house as well. But I lived there for quite a while whenever I was growing up. Yeah, there's the view of the house all the way to the top. Giants Tartary, guys. Keep watching my channel, man. I'm gonna keep bringing you the best things I could possibly bring. Giants Tartary. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up